Happy Saturday, First Congregational friends, and happy Pride weekend. A lot of us will be up at church camp this weekend up the McKenzie River at Camp White Branch, but hopefully a lot of you will be seeing each other also at the Eugene Springfield Pride Festival. That's being held at the Lane County Event Center from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. And we will have members there distributing cards for a film that we're going to show at the church Sunday night. But before we get into any of that and what's happening on Sunday, the Bible trivia question is related to Pride weekend. It's two parts. Get credit for either one, getting either one right. How many times is homosexuality mentioned in the Bible? And extra credit bonus question is, how many times does Jesus mention homosexuality in the Gospels? Answer at the end. Now, on Sunday morning, Dennis Leese will be preaching, and a good Pride theme, like it or not, accepting love. Mark Lindbergh will be there assisting. And then in the afternoon at 4 o'clock and at 7 p.m. at night, we will be hosting a very special film I mentioned last week called Really Me, The Diary of a Soul in Transition. It's a very touching film about a man undergoing transition and his family alongside him that really deals with very deep and intimate issues about human identity, also religion, both for better and for worse, both. I will be there at both showings. Hope to see many of you there. Popcorn and refreshments provided, and some talk back with the director himself. At the very end of this video, I'll show you, if you'd like to stick around, a trailer for Really Me. Finally, next weekend, we'll start a 4-part series called Spiritual Oxygen, Finding Breath When the World Takes Your Breath Away. This is really, how do we, you know that what they say in airplanes when the cabin depressurizes, put your own mask on first before helping another. This is a way of finding how can we help others better through attending to our own spiritual oxygen to breathe and be energized in the midst of the chaos of today's world. Very much looking forward to this series. It's going to be a direct result of my couple of weeks of study leave about a month ago, and each Sunday I'll share a story from my own life about finding spiritual oxygen that I think may be suggestive for your life as well. So looking forward to the July series. Now, as to the Bible trivia question, how many times homosexuality is mentioned in the Bible? The answer is 0. Now, you may find in your English translations, some translations do contain that term, but nowhere in Greek or Hebrew is the word homosexuality mentioned, because the term wasn't invented until the 19th century. It's a psychological term, but the Bible seems to have no category. They knew of men who sleep with men and so forth, but they have no category, it appears, for people who are simply born with an orientation. So that answers the second question of how many times Jesus mentions homosexuality. So considering how much heat it produces in society still, it's amazing how little it mentions there are in Scripture compared to over 2,000 verses that have implications on our wealth and material possessions. So kind of convenient that way, I guess. Anyway, look forward to either seeing you at church camp this weekend or at church, and I'll look forward to seeing you all for the new series that starts the 4-part series in July, Spiritual Oxygen. That, by the way, that will be an incredibly great series to invite a friend to, and I definitely encourage you to invite a friend to the film too on Sunday night. Now, here is the trailer for Really Me.
I'm 6'5", and I lost my hair by the time I was 25. And no one's gonna ever believe that you are born this gender.
All right,
You look so different.
I understand.
When the kids found out about it, their questions were, are you staying married? And then the second, are we going to have to call you mom now?
I was raised in a very conservative Christian home. The first time I ever heard the concept of being trans was through Rush Limbaugh. He was like, there are some men who are so messed up, they think that they're women.
I knew that the cracks were there. I just didn't know that the cracks went that deep.
So I finally had to deal with that part that I pushed down for so long. And it took a lot of work. But I don't just want to die being not really me.
Megan knew it would hurt. Her family would want to have nothing to do with her.
What would God say of your blasphemy to him?
If you believe that God does not accept you, then it would not make sense to stay in that relationship.
I thought transitioning would make me the person I truly am. So why is who I truly am still drowning in self-doubt?
You're letting go of one community and reaching out to another, and there's that awkward in between.
How much pain can you endure before it warps you? It changes you. We are so afraid of people seeing our wrinkles, our sags, all these things. We're hiding behind something. And in transition, everything's kind of on display. What if we're all just pieces of